morning. Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. I'm going to be popping in here and there throughout the video. I do have some text on the screen as well. This is out in the shop, so there is an air conditioner that runs.
Let me reposition this microphone over here.
Okay, now that I know the microphone's going to be unplugged for a second, I can talk again. My dad hates being on camera. It's not something that he enjoys, so trying to get him to explain this process is kind of difficult. There were a few snafus that happened throughout the process of this, and I leave everything in. There's nothing cut out of here. All of this footage is sped up times 1.2 times. It was recorded from two different devices. My iPhone, that is a 7 Plus whatever, it was my dad's old phone, and then my Canon Rebel T6i is also what I recorded from. So I've edited the footage separately, and then exported it, and then I've imported it back in to make it into one video. And then hopefully this is informative. I will pop in from time to time to say things, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Yes, I know the Canon footage is a little shaky and whatnot, and these do not match up due to the fact that I was recording on portrait mode instead of landscape for the first video, and so that was my fault. And there are a few snafus from here and there with batteries and whatnot, so hopefully you guys like it. It's a super long video. It's over an hour long. It ended up being an hour and 10 minutes worth of footage once it was sped up just a little bit. So, yeah.
These are special bending pliers, and I'm using it to unbend. Flat pliers.
You look like you were looking for something.
I am. For my handle on my hammer.
Hammer. Is your leather one in it?
Yep.
Alright, so with this, he's using a leather hammer on a steel anvil. There's a reason for that. Well, of course, the steel gives it reinforcement on the base, but the leather hammer doesn't allow for mars and marks to be put into the metal. So that's why he is using that instead of, an actual metal hammer.
Now, why do you use a leather hammer instead of a metal one?
So it doesn't actually thin out the metal, and it doesn't mar it. Although I marred it pretty well with pliers trying to get it right back from being round back into a flat stock. And I can always polish that back out.
He fights with that hand a few times here. It's not quite strong enough to hold all of the chain because it's tapered. The pressure on the back of the chain, or the chain that's closest towards where the grip is more secure than the grip on the ladder, like the farthest chain. So it kept sliding, and he had to keep working with it.
Yeah, you gotta try cutting that while it's trying to do that.
Look at that.
Are you sure you drew a straight line on that, Eddie?
You saw me hold it in my hand and drew it straight.
Alright, here, let me hold this.
Wait a minute. I think I got the problem is the hand up here. I think I'm not going to do what you had, where it's just going to be curved on both sides.
You just want to do
I was gonna completely enclose it.
You just want to put the plate on the bottom to keep it in place.
Let me see what your idea looks like.
Well, let me grab that piece of paper. It was easier to use that
What?
to wrap around it just so you have an idea.
No, I got it. Got it.
Well, I don't want you to have to bend the metal.
I got plenty here.
Here.
Oh, I got it.
Did you figure a 2mm?
So you were talking about just wrapping the ends so that it would just cover the edges.
Yes.
I was thinking about totally enclosing it because I was worried about getting something scratchy on the back of her neck. I don't want anything that's going to scratch her. I was thinking about making a complete band. Follow what I'm saying? Instead of having just the ends hooked up,
Yeah.
I was going to make it continuous.
Well, that would work too, but I was just thinking that aesthetics-wise, it would be prettier just to kind of curve up the edges to 1.8mm just to surround the edges. But you are the jeweler, so it's your prerogative as to what you do. We've got enough metal to do it, so. Brace this one more leg. See if I can come at a different angle. Only thing is, this thing wants to keep falling over.
Now, these are special round-jawed pliers. So you're talking about just curving this. To cradle the chain. Like that.
Yeah. And if you can use the bezel pusher on the edge of it to smooth over the edge. Go ahead and flatten that out over the top of it and see what that looks like. It's like your idea and mine combined.
Height is too much.
Yeah, I see that. Is it what, 3mm? Eyeballing it?
More like 6.
I mean, you still need to solder at the base in order to get the chain attached to it, but then you only have to enclose the one side. And we wouldn't have to worry about it snagging on our hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, having some kind of a sharp edge. It's going to either catch on her clothing or catch on her person. You steal my caliper from here.
Yeah, I got my calipers from my desk, but
Your caliper.
the ones I buy.
You bought them.
Bet you your batteries did. I'm surprised that's not great did. Wait a minute, you're on inches, not millimeters.
So,
I mean, you could hit the button at the top to switch it. Needs to be a little bit thinner.
yeah.
Just use the edge to slide it down the hole.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get to the end. Too much.
Yeah, it's you got a 2.5 millimeter difference.
Better, much better.
Not quite as deep.
Yeah. I'll use the other end because I don't want to try and open that because it may break.
I figured that's what you were doing.
I don't think I have straight round jaw pliers. These are tapered, and that's part of what gave me trouble on this one. It was tapered.
I think mine are tapered as well. The only thing I've got that's straight would be the silicone bricks that I have that would go over it.
I think what I'll do is bend it part way from one side,
Yeah,
put it
go with the other
the other
side.
side. See how that does.
Yeah, looking at everything you got over here, everything's basically tapered. It would be that small.
Get in there.
In other words, it's a tight fit.
No, it's not that tight.
Well, they're
Got
all
multiple ends that are
Yeah.
competing with each other. Looks pretty good. A little bit of bunchiness, but I'm going to make it a little bit wider when I flatten it out a bit. Okay.
What are you thinking?
Through this stuff.
Any plates for it?
Yeah, I'm going to get a smaller one.
Make sure the teeth are going the right way.
Yep, they cut down
using what, beeswax?
This is beeswax. And you don't run this way.
Aw, come on, it's more fun when you do it that way.
Yeah, you bleed all over the place because that thing's razor sharp.
Your clip is being lazy again. It's been too big now. Sucks not being able to tell what direction I'm going on this camera. Everything's upside down. Just stir it around.
That's slippery.
To do it.
I got these open links on the end. You're giving me grief.
I know, I figured you'd take them off. I was having a hard time seeing them, and I didn't. My thing like that's still in plastic, so.
That's soldered right there or something. It won't move. I figured it was just pulled through and bent.
Yeah, I thought they would too. It said that they were not soldered plates.
It's certainly crooked. Oh, there we go.
Maybe I dorked it up cutting it with my munchers.
There we go. Oh, yeah, it's open right now. I probably did that pulling the link out. There we go. Nice round here. One down.
Or them.
little narrow still.
I just realized something.
What's that?
The camera up here has been filming the wrong damn direction.
Oh.
It was filming in portrait mode and not landscape.
Oh.
I went to see what the thing was that popped up on the screen and realized the timer was at the top, not at the side.
So you're saying it didn't see anything I was doing?
No, it did. It just recorded it in the wrong landscape, which will be a pain in the ass when I splice these two videos together.
I don't want it here. There's enough stuff in this tray.
My battery just went from half to red and flashing all of a sudden.
I thought you said you had it charged.
Oh, well, this was a brand new battery, freshly charged, and I put in here. Canon batteries in the house. This one here only records for about 30 minutes before it's dead. At least the Canon battery lasts a little longer. Grab the other battery real quick. Light on.
What do you want? You want to see what I'm doing? Fire slipped. Just dad's home and not paying her no attention. There it goes. Gonna snap into place?
Yeah. Went to come back in the side door and it acted like it was locked and wouldn't open. I went up through the end and checked. Sure enough, it wasn't locked. It was just stuck. It did not want to open.
The new door here?
Yeah.
It fits pretty tight.
Yeah, it does. But the knob itself acted like it was locked. There's an arm here, and bonk your head on it. I'll let this one record until the battery completely dies, and then I'll switch it out.
Those aren't strong enough. Can't get to line up. There we go. Now that all the links have fallen down again,
And here, I'll straighten it out.
I think I can manage.
Just grab your pliers.
I know, I saw it.
I'm shooting on me. It liked them.
Mm-hmm.
You want me on the video, MM? Try case. You cold?
She acts like she's cold, she's shivering.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You cold?
You're a little cold. It's got my glasses, it's got everything. Yeah, that's. Gee, it's grabbed up everything.
Ow! Ow, it's touching! Ow! Ow, it's touching me! Ow! Snip. She's like, oh,
Animal,
here for me.
animal abuse.
She's like, it touched me!
I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. Let go. Oh, yeah, whoa, whoa.
Well, the longest one is only like 2.5 or 3 links longer than everything else. That was an oops.
Okay. That's what I want, nice and tight. Okay, now, beyond that, have my glasses again. It rubbed off.
Yeah, but you gotta straighten out the other end because it's
So I can't do it.
want an extra hand or two.
Nope. I've got an extra one right here.
Yeah, but it seems to be on the windy side. I was wondering when you needed your arms. No, your other arms.
This is a hand.
Hand. Looks like a pair of arms to me.
This is called a third hand. And it's got all kind of little accoutrements you can put in it. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough either.
Twisted in there.
No. Not twisted. Not middle.
Too far forward by a couple inches.
Let it dangle.
You got too much slack in the middle one.
The middle one's too long.
Number 3.
No, I did it too much. Alright. Let me see this.
Hang on. I got it. Alright, let go for a second.
I'm holding too much.
Alright,
Alright, hold it right there.
I got it.
Alright, let me see this. What the heck's going on here? Why is it twisted? Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Alright. A couple lengths different there. A couple of lengths different here. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Actually, why don't you use that around the foot of this in here?
I don't need that.
Oh.
Okay.
Those are on there pretty tight. I had a hell of a time getting them on there.
Okay.
It's good. Stuff my hand, it's so sticky. When I leaned over, I don't know where I put my hand in.
You probably don't want to know.
Exactly, which is why I'm washing my hands. And get your silverfish back too. Now, what is that?
This is flux.
Can I explain what flux does?
Keeps things from oxidizing when you heat it.
And why do you not want oxidation while it's being heated?
This flux keeps lets the solder flow freely. If you've got oxidation, it just piles up in a little solder. Okay.
Now, talk about your torch and the setup you have, what you're using. Ah. Best.
This is not a real good torch. It's a copy of a good one, but the valve is kind of a pain in the butt.
It's the one Wendy gave you, right?
No, I bought this one from Wendy. The other one I need to send back. This is a oxyacetylene torch.
Explain what that means. No?
Come on, dadgummit. It won't stay set.
Now, the red valve is what, and the green valve is what?
Red valve is fuel. The green valve is oxygen.
So the red one does acetylene.
The acetylene and the oxygen is 3. See that? I wasn't even touching it until shut off. I turned it and I didn't even put anything out.
We ain't stroking it, right? How pretty to it.
See a change? I took my hand off of it?
Yep. Stroke it, got pretty to it. Kiss it a few times. And if that don't work, use that method.
And that's unburned gas going up there.
People are gonna be able to see that.
Yeah. So I put it on here, it makes smoke. See the smoke?
Yeah.
That's one of the ways they make carbon black. Come on, valve. I don't want you too hot. That keeps wanting to be too hot. Alright. What we're looking for is a nice blue flame and a little tinier blue flame and a little teeny blue one right at the inside. And that's about 5,000 degrees or a bit more.
Hang on. Put it back where you had it. The camera's catching it there. I got it zoomed in so I can. I smell the oxygen.
You smell acetylene, you don't smell oxygen.
that tool helps you move the.
It's a solder pick. It lets me move the solder around, but it's not flowing on there.
Just kind of sitting
It's,
there when you set
it's
it.
getting hot. It's 900 degrees. It's turning red.
Talk about the plate that that's sitting on.
It's let me concentrate on what I'm doing here. I gotta pay attention.
I can like it below.
Alright, I'm gonna quit before I make a mess. Didn't get the links to stick to. Alright, I'm gonna quit before I mess up. Alright. Now that's gotta go in the pickle pot.
Dude, pickle pot's not even flipping.
You know, and it's gonna have to sit in there for at least. Alright, stop moving stuff and I'll get around it.
I figured I'd turn it around so we can have that this direction.
Yeah, turns on all that stuff, but you just move.
Now, pickle pot is what? What's in it? What's the process?
It's a cost. Let's see what it says. Sodium bisulfate. It's like caustic soda, but it's a different chemical. It's like 2 tablespoons in there,
And the rest is water, right?
and the rest is water. Just regular water, not distilled, not nothing else.
It's the other side.
Should not feel right. Well, that thing's been here 20-something years. Alright, let me shut my gas off.
And that stuff heats up and does what? Once
It eats the corrosion. You just rinse it in water and polish it. Alright, got it set up. Alright, it's been over an hour. So it's in a pickle pot. solder 8 into the metal. I'm not going to mess with it. It's the best I can do with it.
From where it gets here, whenever it gets here. And what's that you just used?
This is a polishing compound on a little brush here.
How does that get hot?
Yep. Try to keep moving.
Well, see that?
No, that doesn't sound right.
And zip, 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 zip sound?
Yeah, I think it's heavy. Probably needs to be lubricated again. This is a little polishing wheel. Let's see what it does. Oh yeah. Ow. Where my cloth went?
I need to go in and get one out of my desk.
Man, I don't see my cloth. Crap, I don't. It's a big 2-layer cloth.
I got one inside, but
I don't see it. I don't see it in the drawer.
I don't see it in the back of the drawer either.
They probably ran off with it. I gotta get that. I gotta
You
get
want
that.
a
hole fixed.
white multi-layer one, or do you want a yellow sunshine glass?
I need a multi-layer one.
Alright, we'll be right back.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna go polish it on the machine in here.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it here for a minute.
Yeah, I'm leaving the room. I can fix it. I was turning it to get all the edges polished, and the wheel grabbed it.
Well, that polishing machine in there is a hell of a lot more powerful than the hand one you got.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like you got speed controls on it.
Nope. Okay. Now. Looks like mine.
That's the one I bought. It's one I used in the booth polish chains for customers when they left. Yours was a lot more beat up than mine. Mine was a whole lot cleaner. Inside and out. Right?
That's a brand new chain.
Well, your fingers are not exactly clean.
My fingers are on the outside.
I know. But your fingers have been on the chain. And I've touched it, so the oils from my hands have been on it. Plus, I've had it in down in that plastic bag.
I think it's looking pretty good.
It's a beautiful chain.
I'm not happy with that solder. I did not like this metal. I don't know what they used to solder bronze. I figured that would work. It's a tin-based solder. Didn't like it.
You should use copper.
Copper melts higher than bronze. I'd have melted the whole damn thing. That's the thing with solder. You gotta use a solder that melts at
At lower
a
temperature.
lower temperature than the metal you're soldering.
I got that bronze stuff coming, but then still it wouldn't work because it still melts too hot.
That's why I tried to make a alloy. Look at that. Tried to make that alloy, but it's brittle.
Yeah, I see that spot we're working on.
Dark.
Yeah, I see it. Take a sunshine cloth through it and hand polish it.
Got most of it.
Yeah, I can still see it. It's probably down in the links.
It is. it heated the link, and the link wicked the heat down.
I have to take a toothbrush to it and get it.
Well, I got to take a toothbrush to it anyway. That's the last thing I do. See it?
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
just can't be done. Good thing
That's
she's
a
not.
different place.
Good thing she's not hanging a pendant or nothing on it. Good thing we're finding no issues with it now.
It might have been when the machine grabbed it, it broke the other link, so this one it didn't quite break. That's why I quit using it. So it grabbed it, and I'm like, whoops. I was turning the links to get it all around, and it snatched it.
It's focusing on the emblem on your wrist instead of on the jewelry you're working on. Because it was picking this thing out, and it was focusing, and it kept trying to refocus every time you moved because it kept catching your sleeve.
That's the brand name of the shirt.
Earlier, it was trying to pick up the A part on the back of your shirt. I kept having to touch the screen to get it to refocus. Downside of using autofocus on this camera.
There we go. It's amazing how far it wicked the heat down.
Yeah, I thought it only did the first couple of inches, but now looking at this,
It's
it's 4
like
inches.
it went down 4 inches. And that was hanging way off the side.
And with that ceramic plate, it shouldn't.
Now, that's actually like a fire brick material. Some kind of fibrous stuff. It's bad to try. If you scrape it or anything, make any kind of dust, it's bad to breathe it.
But it's supposed to protect anything around
Yeah,
it.
you
under
can't,
the
you can't,
heat.
it won't absorb or transmit any heat.
Yeah, I got a brand new one in there. Got something up.
Yeah, you got a little edge right here. Can't do anything about that.
Just see it.
Did not like to know.
Well, it's not moving, so.
Well, it ain't gonna move. I
That's
painted.
the whole thing that we were worried about is that the
I painted. It ain't going nowhere. A couple marks here for my pliers. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't do much, but it might help a little.
Yeah, but the breath.
Well, you know, the pickle chips, they're kind of rigid. That's the outside. I guess it still polishes too. Cloth.
Oh. It's just cleaning it off.
What half size up?
Look at that.
half size up. I have a lot of work to do with half size up.
Hmm?
Now turn it to camera. Well,
My belly made it.
I want to level these out. Actually, I'll probably do that.
Well, you need to open those links up. Take a needle, stick it in the one link, and it'll open up because they're wrapped. And you can take a single link at a time. You saw I took single links off.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm going to have to borrow your little pliers there. Mine aren't that tiny.
That's a $50 set of pliers right there.
Well, I know that.
So,
But I'm just saying I will have to use those in conjunction with the ones I've got.
okay. So we just gotta clean this, and we're done. Black cleaners. You have to work on this with that sunshine a little bit. You're still over this coloration.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I need to stop and restart it. Camera around. It's not the other direction. Now we didn't want to work, that's why I used it on. That's not out of it. Get from dirty fingers.
So come out of here a large beer ball.
I've never seen a cat do anything that color. Well, that was heard on before either.
Pieces are.
All right. If you have made it this far into the video, then congratulations. You must be devoted to me. If you do make it this far, leave me some sort of smiley face emoji as a comment so that I know that you made it past the hour mark. We're almost done with the video. This is the last final steps that my dad does before I take it and finish it up and whatnot. I did not record the last couple of processes that I did with it because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning when I was working on it, trying to finish things up so I could get it out in the post the next day. It's supposed to be arriving to the owner today. I am awaiting to know when it arrives. They're behind me in time because they're Central Time where I'm Eastern. And so, yeah, I'm just waiting until she gets it in the mail. And anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was recorded on December 14th. I'm editing this on December 21st. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. There's just a couple minutes of this video left. Enjoy.
It's down in the links. I can't get that out. I think I probably would have given that to me to come out. I like how it's laying.
Just gotta take those extra links off the end just to be safe. Just go on up. Go right there.
Eradicated.
Alright, so you're gonna play with this when the other material comes in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get this thing finished up and get it in the mail.
Give me my claws back and pliers. Or,
Well, I'll use the tar on my pliers.
yeah, I need the tiny ones. And then the other 2 bags of cleaning gloves over there, give me them back.
Fine.
Well, there's 2 in the one bag. You could have one.
I don't know why I win.
if we leave it out here,
It's
something
up in the attic. I bet they drug it up there for something.
probably.